Hey guys, so I'm just sitting here editing this video and I realised that I didn't even say hi. So that's great. So I thought I would do that now and just say hi and welcome back to my channel. This video is basically me getting ready to go out for dinner, and I just wanted to catch you guys up on kind of what's going on in my life and where I've been basically. So it's just a massive update. It is quite long, so you might want to sit down and get a snack. But if you want to kind of get to know where I've been and what's going on in my life right now, then please keep watching. Okay, so I thought I'd do this video because I've had quite a few new subscribers since I last did like a makeup get ready with me chatty type video. So a lot of you have been asking what products to use on my face. I'm basically just going to be going through and doing my normal makeup look. I honestly don't really switch it up a lot for the evenings. We are going out for dinner tonight, which is why I'm currently getting ready, but I honestly don't do very much of my makeup anyway. Most days I'm not wearing it during the day, so this is kind of my routine for if I'm doing my makeup for absolutely anything. So hopefully this will answer quite a few of your guys' questions as to what I use on my face. So I will obviously mention every single product that I use, but I do also want to just kind of use this video as a catch up with me, where I've been type thing. So I'm going to be chatting a lot as well, so I hope you're ready for probably quite a long video. But anyway, I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, and I have actually been using a new product for these. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I always use the Sleek brow kit, and I use the one in dark and the one in light, and I mix them together. They've stopped selling this. Like, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do, because this is just an insane dupe for the Benefit one that looks exactly like this, but that one's obviously like 25 quid, and I think this was £6 max. I have found this one, which is the Rimmel Brow This Way, and it's the same kind of concept with a wax and then a powder as well, and the wax in this is more or less the same consistency as the Sleek one, so I feel like this is just gonna have to be my go-to now. At the moment, I've been mixing these two together, and that is what I use to fill in my brows. So I'm sure you guys have seen, and it's probably why you've clicked on this video, I have completely been slacking on the uploads on my channel, and in all honesty I don't have like the biggest excuse in the world, but I just haven't had time. I know that's such a lame thing to say and it's what everybody says, but I literally have not had the time to sit down and film videos or organize like hauls and stuff and buy loads of pieces that I think you guys are gonna like. I know it's such a rubbish excuse, but it literally just is why I haven't been able to be on my channel. So to kind of explain it to you guys, when I first started out this channel and first started out on YouTube and stuff, I was working remotely, which means I was working from home every single day because I did an IT job which is based here in Norfolk. I'm actually visiting my parents at the moment, hence why the background is a garden rather than the view of London. But yeah, the job was based here, and then obviously me and Brad moved up to London, so it meant that I would just work from home every single day, and it worked really well for about a year or so. But I did then change my job and start working for an events company at the start of January this year, because in all honesty I just did not like working from home on my own anymore. Like, it was so fun to start with, and it's almost like a novelty to be able to get out of bed at like 2 minutes to 9 and be at your desk already. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was quite good to start with, but then I got to the point where I'm a people person. Like, I need to be around people, and obviously when you're working from home, the only people that you're surrounded by every single day is yourself, up until 5 when like Brad would come home, but it just wasn't enough. Like, I wasn't socializing. I was living in London and literally like not going out the flat, so I just thought it was completely pointless. And in all honesty, the IT job wasn't exactly what I want to do anyways, I'm sure you can imagine, because now all I do is social media. Yeah, when I was working doing that job and I was working at home, I started out this channel, and it was so easy for me to make time to make videos, because it would literally hit 5 o'clock, so I would finish that job and I could go straight on to filming. And especially when I first started out, I hated anybody being able to hear me film, so I'd always want to film when Brad wasn't in the flat, and it meant I had an hour between him finishing work and getting home to like film the video, and then I'd literally edit it that night and then get it up that day. So when I first started out, I did always find the time to make videos and edit and upload them, but since then, like I said, in January I got a job at an events company, and I was kind of doing their social media, but it was all more or less Facebook work. Basically ran a massive university network, but because it was all on Facebook, it meant that I kind of wasn't really able to branch out and do exactly what I wanted to do, which was more content creation and YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. So I was actually only there for I think around 3 months, and then now I'm a social media manager for a company called Pan and Ice, which is an ice cream company. I suppose the story behind me getting the job was I went to one of their parlors one day, like literally over a year and a half ago, I think now, like it was a long time ago. So then ever since then I've followed them on Instagram, and then whilst I was in this other job I kind of wasn't really enjoying it, so I was about to be looking for something anyway, but they basically put up a story on their Instagram just saying that they were looking for someone to run their social media, and that was exactly what I wanted wanted to do. I applied for it and then got an interview. I think I was up against about 5 other people. Quite lucky that I got the job, to be fair. But I was seriously in 2 minds of actually applying to it, because in my head I was like, I've only been at this job 3 months. Am I just being silly? Do I have to stick it out? Blah, blah, blah. But honestly, if you find yourself in that situation, go for what you actually want to do, because life's too freaking short, do you know what I mean? It really has paid off for me, and I definitely made the right decision in the end. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing now. I'll leave all of our details below. I'll leave our Instagram and stuff, because everything on there is me. So I run a Instagram page, a YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Twitter, like all for Pan and Ice. But when I say it's an ice cream brand, it's not just like scoops of ice cream. We basically have like -30-degree cold plates, and we literally make the ice cream right in front of your eyes. I bet some of you have seen the videos going around on Instagram before, because it is such a big thing over in Thailand, especially. That's where the boys who I work with founded it from, and it is super, super popular. So I will leave the Instagram and stuff down below, so definitely go and check it out and give us a little follow over there, because you will be able to kind of keep up with what I'm doing work-wise on there. I do also try and post as much as I can on my Instagram, because our office is just like ridiculous. It's so much fun. I'm so glad that I fully like went for the job and applied for it and actually got it, because I honestly wake up every day and feel like I'm not even going to work. I urge you so badly to find something like that in your life, because we are in an office more than we're at home. Like, you have to enjoy your work. That's exactly what I did, and yeah, it's totally paid off, and that's where I'm currently working. So that actually kind of caught up on what I'm doing work-wise at the moment. Obviously, it has been a massive contribution as to why I haven't been able to be uploading, because I finish work at 6. I work on the other side of the city, so I don't get home until about 7, and then by then I'd have to like set up lights, and it's just like, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I think some people don't realize how much goes into these videos. But I honestly can't explain to you how much I want YouTube to kind of work out and for it to just keep growing. I'm so grateful for everybody that's recently subscribed, because obviously I've uploaded a few videos recently, and I'm trying to get back on track with uploading regularly, but it already has drawn in quite a few new subscribers, so hi if you're new. But I do just really want to keep this up and get back on like a regular schedule, so you guys know when you're going to see a video from me and stuff. I hate kind of keeping you waiting and not being able to tell you when something new is coming out. I also am going to try and start vlogging my life a bit more. I know that a lot of you guys follow my Instagram. If you don't, I'll leave it on screen now. It'll be here. But I do quite a lot of stories, and that obviously is all kind of to do with my life and like what I'm up to in the day. And I do want to start turning those into vlogs, and like actually picking up my camera and taking it with me to create vlogs of my life and kind of what goes on, because personally I find them the most interesting things to watch on people's channels. Even just weekly vlogs, it's definitely something that I want to try and start doing. So let me know down below in the comments if that would be something that you'd want to see from me. So obviously I've just filled in my eyebrows, and I'm now basically carving them out with the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Concealer, and I also just put some Collection Lasting Perfection concealer on top of this, and then kind of mix the two together to carve them out. Okay, so now my eyebrows are looking super crazy. I'm going to move on to foundation, and the one I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid, and I have 2 here, but I know that one's way too dark for me right now. I'm going to use this one. The shade that I use is the number 21, which is nude, and I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques, I think this is the body sponge. But honestly, it means that you can do your foundation in like 5 seconds. What with my eyebrows like this? Bye. Just nearly forgot, but I do also prime my face, so I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. Oh my god. And I'm just gonna kind of rub this into my T-zone. I get really bad pores around my nose area especially. They just seem to be quite big, so this works a dream for me. I actually think it's like the best primer. I think it's £6. It's obviously drugstore, so it's super cheap. So that's obviously kind of caught up on my work and what I'm doing at the moment. But then in terms of life-wise, we have moved flats. So again, that was something that kind of took up quite a lot of my time. Honestly, I was gonna make moving vlogs, and when we first started looking, we were looking to move quite far away, because we both work in West London, so we were going to move to West, because obviously that would just make sense if we work there, and it would cut out so much travel. So I was really looking forward to like creating moving vlogs from day one and documenting the whole process of it. And I'm not even joking when I say we have literally moved into the flat next door to where we used to live. Literally the door next door. So obviously I just felt like there was absolutely no point in me doing moving vlogs, because there was like no process. We've moved into a 1 bed. That's literally the only difference. We've just lost a bedroom. So yeah, there was just no point in me vlogging any of it. We literally loaded the dishwasher in our old flat and then unloaded it into the new flat. Like, we literally just walked across the corridor and moved everything over. And both flats were furnished, so we didn't even have to buy anything, so I couldn't kind of film us like putting things together or anything. So yeah, that is why there was no moving vlogs, and I kind of just suddenly moved flat. But it honestly was so convenient, and we absolutely love where we live. So when it came up, we just went for it straight away because it was just like perfect timing. And honestly, there was like no other flats in that place that are vacant, so it was almost like fate that that one came up exactly when we needed to move. So yeah, we moved flats, and honestly I quite like the one that we're in now because obviously the other one was a 2-bed, and it was really good because it meant that I could set up almost like a studio in the guest bedroom. We rarely had people stay over, but obviously the bed was still in there if people did need to stay. But I had like my own little office in there. It meant I could film in there, and that is honestly like the only thing that I miss about that flat, because otherwise everything obviously is exactly the same. But it does make it so much more difficult to film with one bedroom. Not only is our bedroom now in this one a lot smaller than our last one was, I also kind of don't want to like take over the living room just to film a video. Obviously in 1-bedroom flats you almost have like a living area, so like our kitchen, living room and our table and chairs and stuff is all in one room. So for me to film in there, I'd almost have to like make Brad go and sit in the bedroom. So I don't know, I'm still yet to kind of find a way to film in our new flat, but obviously I'm gonna make it work because I really miss being able to just get the camera out and make some content for you guys. So I will make it work and we will find a way to do it, but for now that is why I don't think you've actually seen any. I don't think I filmed one video. Oh, my Shein haul that I've recently uploaded, that is the only video that I filmed in that flat, and we had Brad's little brother staying with us, and I literally made them both go to the cinema at about 8 o'clock at night because I didn't want them to hear me film, but I knew I needed to get the video up. So yeah, it's so annoying, but we'll get there. I basically just need to get over the fact that if people hear me filming, then that's fine. But if you do YouTube yourself and you have tips for kind of actually getting over that, then please do let me know in the comments, because so far it has actually been quite a big problem. So now I'm just using the same Collection Lasting Perfection concealer and popping it under my eyes. This is in shade 1, so obviously as you can see it is so bright, but I conceal under my eyes to brighten them, so that is exactly what this does. And honestly, this concealer, I say it every time, I think it's £4 and it's the best one you will find. So as I mentioned before, we are heading out for dinner tonight because it was Brad's birthday on the 23rd of August, so it's literally just passed. It was 2 days ago when I'm filming this, and we've come up to Norfolk to visit our families to kind of celebrate. So at the moment we're at my mum and dad's, and then we're just going to head to a restaurant in the middle of town where I live. So it's going to be so nice because both our families are going to be there. I feel like I haven't moaned about this camera in a long time, but we all know from my previous videos that this camera likes to cut out at about 20 minutes, like it just stops filming and doesn't give you any warnings, so that's great, and it just did that. So I'm not really sure where I got up to, but I think I was basically just saying how it's crazy that when me and Brad first met, we were literally like 16 years old and now have a flat together and we live together in a completely different city to where we were brought up. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy how life goes, but honestly I wouldn't change it for the world. Also, I did just mention that I put the concealer down the bridge of my nose and kind of did a little tiny bit on my chin, and now I am taking the W7 Matte Dreamer Loose Powder, which just looks like this. It is honestly so messy. I really want to try out the Laura Mercier powder, but right now I cannot justify spending £30 on one makeup product. I think this powder is literally like, I don't know, £4 or £5. So when something like this works exactly the same, why would you want to spend £30 on a powder? And I'm literally just using this to set my eyelids. I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow or anything. Like I say, my makeup routine is very basic, but I really hate those like foundation lines you get on your eyelids, so this just prevents those. I feel like I used to be so much more experimental with makeup. Like I used to love sitting at home when I wasn't even going anywhere and just doing my makeup for fun. Honestly, now I don't even wear it on a day-to-day basis. If you see me in public, I will most likely not be wearing makeup, especially if it's a weekday. I'll be surprised if you even recognize me, to be honest. Saying that though, I actually almost forgot about this, but I met one of you guys in Westfield quite a while ago now, actually. I think it was maybe probably over a month ago. So that was literally the most surreal moment ever in my life. Like, it was so nice but so surreal. So it was in the week, and one of our parlours at work is in Westfield, London, so the Shepherd's Bush one, and me and Jake, who I work with, I basically went there just to go and get some pictures and stuff and take some content, and then we were basically just walking back to like leave, and I noticed this girl at the corner of my eye kind of get up and walk towards us, and I honestly was standing there, I was so ready to be like, Panelizes that way. I thought she had recognised Jake from stories or something, because the boys are all over our Instagram stories. So I honestly thought that she had just recognised that he worked there or saw the t-shirt or something. And then she came up to me and she was like, do you do YouTube? And I was like, yeah. She was like, are you Emily? And I was like, yeah. And it was so weird. Like, it honestly makes me smile so much because it was the nicest feeling, but also I like could not believe that it was happening. Do you know what I mean? I obviously see the views and I see how many people watch these videos, but you can't ever put like faces to those numbers. You just honestly can't get your head around the fact that there are literally people sitting there watching you talk to a camera. It's really quite surreal, but it was so nice for it to be like kind of my first experience of actually meeting someone. She was literally the nicest girl ever. I believe her name was Olivia. So Olivia, if you're watching this, thanks for saying hi. But it also did make me think, I wonder if anyone's seen me in public but not said anything, because honestly I've seen so many people that I watch on YouTube or that I've seen on Instagram. I've seen so many of them in public, but I wouldn't necessarily go up to them and say anything, maybe because it's like not the right situation or they're busy doing something, do you know what I mean? But I do see a lot of people, so I always wonder if people have seen me but have kind of just not made themselves known. So let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram or something if you have ever seen me, because I'd be so intrigued to know. And also, that means said, if you do actually see me in public, then please don't be scared to come and say hi, because honestly it was so nice. And it literally did make me think, I obviously do this for a reason. Like, there are people out there that are watching these, so I just wanted to run straight home and film a video for you guys. So yeah, thank you Olivia for coming and saying hi. It literally made my week. Like, I was so happy for the rest of the week. I've just realized that I actually made notes in my phone a little while ago of what I had to catch you up on, because I just know that I haven't spoken to you guys for so long. Oh, I've literally written A-level stress, moving and work. So I've basically covered 2 of those things already. And I think I wrote A-level stress because I think I was watching a couple of girls' vlogs and they were literally so stressed out about exams and stuff. And I'm sure some of you watching this have just got your A-level results and maybe even GCSE results and stuff. And I hope they went really well. Like, I hope you got the results that you wanted. But honestly, I just couldn't believe like how stressed out these girls were. And I felt so bad for them. Because I mean, my personal experience, I basically gave up on trying to understand what the point of me being in education was anymore. I was that type of person that was like, this just isn't for me anymore. I want to go and get a job. I want to go and start earning my own money. But I did stick it out. I went to college and I did my A-levels and stuff. But I just wish that there was so much more spoken about when it comes to A-levels and uni. I personally didn't go to uni, but I have so many friends that have, and I have watched so many programs on like stress that kind of goes with it and the mental health issues that sometimes come out of it. And it's so shocking. And I feel like when I was watching these girls' videos and I kind of saw them getting so stressed out and upset every single day just about the fact that they had it drilled into them that they needed to do well, that their life basically depended on it, like that's how stressed out they were. It made me really sad to think that they were kind of going through that for just a few exams. Now, don't get me wrong, please don't hate me, I'm not saying that they're not important at all, because they definitely are, but there should be so much more of a bigger outlet of being able to speak to somebody about like exam stress and stuff. And I don't know, you may have that support. Like, I know that I would have that support from my family, and I hope that you guys do too. I just almost wanted to reach out to these girls and ask if they were okay, and like if they needed someone to talk to, like I would have been there, because it was just heartbreaking to see that they were so stressed out about these exams, and I felt so bad for them. So I really hope that they like got the grades that they wanted, that you all did basically, and you weren't too stressed out by them, because as much as they are super important, it should also not be such a stressful situation. So yeah, I think that's why I wrote A-level stress. I'm not really sure why I wrote that down, but I think that is like the reason, because it was just horrible to see. Anyway, now I am moving on to bronzing up my face. So I'm using the Buxom Cosmetics Hot Skates bronzer, and this is in the shade Tarty. I've been using this for literally so long now. If you haven't tried it out, I definitely recommend it. It is a little bit pricey, so maybe treat yourself or ask for it for a birthday or something, but I was very luckily sent this, and I mean, I can say that it is definitely worth the money. So I now have a little guest with me. This is Bonnie, if you've not met her before. This is one of Mum and Dad's 3 dogs. We also have 2 little chocolate labs, but they're 12 now and they seem to be getting so old. They've just been for a walk and they're just chilling downstairs, but this little one always likes a bit of company, so she's come to join me now. Although she did scratch my chin when I picked her up, so that's great. So now I'm just going to quickly move on to highlight. And for this, I'm going to be using a Boohoo highlighting palette, actually. I have been so impressed with their makeup, and I actually have a haul coming up with them very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. But I will also be showing you guys so much more of their new makeup that they have in. It's actually a joke. Like, they have eyeshadow palettes, they have everything that you could dream of. So many highlighters and contour palettes, literally everything. I will show you it all in that video, but I think you're going to be really shocked by the quality of it all as well. When I first heard about it, I was like, but Boohoo's just like clothes, surely they can't go into makeup as well and make it like as good as their clothes are. But I mean, they have. So yeah, subscribe if you don't want to miss that, because it will be out on my channel very soon. This is just one of their older highlighting palettes, but I don't really know what the name is of this, but it's basically in this rose gold compact. I will link all of the products that I'm using down below so you can easily find them. But I mean, look at this freaking highlight, isn't it a joke? And obviously, because it's Boohoo, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it just works so well. I'm using Brad's just texted me. I don't think you're gonna be able to see him, but Brad's just texted me saying I can see you, and he's sitting there in the garden. That freaked me out so much. I was like, what do you mean you can see me? So as I'm sure you can see, I've just popped this on my cheekbones, and I'm using this fan brush. I honestly bought this on Amazon for about 50p, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find the link for this because it was so long ago, but it's lasted me like 4 years. So I would recommend it if I could find the link. I'll try and I'll put one down below, but these are so good for putting on highlight. So then I'm just going to also take this on the tip of my nose, and then also a little bit up the bridge of my nose, and also just on my cupid's bow. How freaking glowy does my skin look? There are 3 different shades in this palette. So there's a goldy one here, which is the one that I've been using, and then there's like an insane white kind of one in the middle, and then this rosy one. To be honest, that's a little bit too pink for me, so I go for the gold one just because it suits my skin tone best. And then also gonna take a little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna take exactly the same highlight and pop this under my brow bone. Kind of freaking me out that Brad's just watching me from the garden. And then just to finish off my face, I basically go back in with my eyebrow palette, and I'm just gonna finish off my brows, elongate them a little bit because mine stop really short. I just have to draw on the ends basically, but that is what I do after I've done highlight, otherwise it kind of rubs it off. I just do that and elongate them a little bit just to make them correct length. I don't know if you can see Bonnie in the background. I feel like you can see her little head. What is it with you guys? Brad just texted me from the garden going, I can see you. Sorry, I've forgotten to get an outfit. Christ. My phone went off and then I couldn't really see that it was from Brad. It just said, I can see you. Oh God, that's freaky. And then I turned around and he's actually in the camera. He's a little white dot here. Mine's not actually in here, sorry. Gosh. Okay, so that is basically my entire face done. I think I'm just gonna do my lips really quickly. Then I'm gonna go off camera to do my eyelashes because they just take about 1.5 years, and I don't think you need to see that anymore. So for my lips, this is the lipstick that I've been using for probably about 4 years, and it is my all-time favorite. It is the MAC Velvet Teddy, and it is this gorgeous, gorgeous nude color. This is just a lip color that works for absolutely anything, any outfit, any look. So this is my absolute go-to when it comes to my lips. Bonnie's now crying in the background because Mum has left the room, so she's really sad about that. So that is what the lip color looks like. It's just a really toned down nude color, and it just looks really pretty with anything, so highly recommend it if you haven't tried it already. And then like I said, I'm gonna do my lashes off camera, but I'm just gonna quickly show you what I do to kind of prep for false lashes. So I like to curl my lashes beforehand and also apply 1 coat of mascara just so they kind of all blend into one. I know a lot of people put the lashes on and then do their mascara, but I use these, which are the Lily lashes in Miami, and if you know anything about Lily lashes, you will know that each pair is £30. £30. So I hate putting mascara on them because I have reused these probably a good 50 times now and they still look okay. So I avoid putting any mascara on the actual false lashes because it just means you can reuse them so much more. I'm just gonna quickly curl my lashes and then apply the coat of mascara, and this is the Buxom mascara. It's maybe like the only mascara that they do, but as I say, I will link everything down below anyway. Okay, so then I'll be back with you guys once I have applied the lashes. Okay, so now the lashes are on. I always say this, but I feel like they make the biggest difference to a makeup look. These are the Lily lashes in the style Miami. They are my absolute favorites. I feel like these ones are definitely on their way out. I think they're like becoming different shapes, so it really makes this eye look smaller than this eye. But I promise my eyes are actually symmetrical, I think. So that is basically it for this little get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I kind of caught you up on most things that are going on right now, and you have a little bit more of an understanding of where I've kind of been, why I've been slacking so much on YouTube. But I promise from here on out it's gonna get better. I'm gonna be able to upload so much more, and I'm gonna make a huge effort to get some content up for you guys because I really do appreciate all your support, and especially to everybody new that has subscribed recently. So if you are new to this video, please do hit subscribe down below if you want to see more from me. But other than that, I'm now gonna go and straighten my hair and head out to eat some yummy food. So thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye guys. Ew. Gross.